and we're so excited to take you into this beautiful historic home that was marketed as a teardown, if you could believe it, and they preserved it and restored it in a way that will just leave you all very excited. So come on in. Courtney. Hi, Courtney. How are you?
Hi, Shelley. How are you?
Hi, Courtney.
Good to see you from Naples.
I miss you guys.
Miss you too.
I know. Wish you were here. Thank you so much for those bird bakery treats. It's so sweet of you to send those.
Well, Courtney introduced me to that lovely bakery, and they're my favorites. So I wish I was there. I'm there in spirit, you all.
Wonderful. All right. Well, let's come on in and tell us about the house.
So we bought the house 2 years ago, and it needed a full gut renovation in and out. And my mother had passed away right before we moved in, and I knew I had to select Shelley Johnstone to help because of her classic aesthetic, and just she's fabulous at everything she does. So Shelley graciously agreed to help with the house, and you can see her touches everywhere in here. This is the entryway, lots of blue and white. You put antique mirror in the entryway. And as you go in here, this is formerly a breakfast room, actually. And we converted it and wanted to make it part of the entryway to make it a little bit grander. We put in new windows, a Cremone bolt. And the fabulous part of this house is it had all these silver closets around and all these places to store china and linen. And I'm an old lady at heart and have lots of sets of china and linen. And I knew it was the house for me. So Shelley did a great job. She just selected the color for this. We got this medallion lamp at the lamp shop in Dallas, which I love.
Yes. And
this beautiful light fixture is Bond Designs. And you've got some antique Wedgwood here, which I love and love bringing the blue out from here.
It's so pretty. Shelley, do you have any thoughts on the entryway here?
No, it was so Courtney, and somebody else would have probably taken that room and knocked the walls down, and Courtney embraced it and really uses it. And again, the big thing was to really use the house and love it and make it a home. And Courtney has really done that and then some. So it's really fun to see. This is the first time I get to see it completed, so this is really a treat. So.
Hey, that's so exciting. Well, let's go to the dining room. Yeah. And I think Shelley makes such a great point. So many people with this home, you'll see how it's laid out, would have just knocked down a bunch of walls. And it really kind of would lose the integrity of the original home and design of the house. So I'm really grateful that you kept that.
So there's no big rooms in the house, no grand kitchen. This is the dining room. And Shelley was like, we've got to put Schumacher velvet on the walls. And that's what we did to really freshen it up and put fresh coats of white paint. We painted, I was very hesitant, but Shelley said, let's freshen the room and let's paint your walnut chairs. We did it, and it really just made it fresh and fun. We have a fabulous rug from Patterson Flynn Martin. And Lisa Fine, who is a Dallas decorator, Texas decorator, makes fabulous linens, as are hers on the curtain. And a friend of mine gave me this fabulous fun print, which is of the Maidstone Club in East Hampton. And I was like, this is just perfect. We have got to put some fun in here and make it fresh and modern for what is a very classical home.
Well, it's funny because it still has all those traditional elements, but it does feel so refreshing and like it's for a young family. It still has that fresh take.
As Courtney mentioned, the overscale print, you can see mine in the background here too. That's a really great tip for people to use overscale artwork when you have a really traditional home and you want some fun mixed in. It kind of makes it fresh and current and doesn't keep it from getting too stuffy. So it's a great way to add, kind of a little element of fun in there.
And the previous owners, to balance out the fun and the modern, the previous owners gave me this mirror that was their grandmother's. They were just a fabulous family and said we want it to be with the house. And I was very keen to make sure that whatever they wanted to stay, I used it and really framed everything around it.
Well, it keeps with the integrity of the house, which I think is so important. So, so where are we heading now?
Let's go to the sunroom now.
The sunroom.
So this was formerly a family room, and I'm still waiting on some furniture. I think with COVID, we've had a lot of delays with furniture, but here we are. We converted this room. We put trellis on the walls, did fresh paint. It was formerly a family room, and put in all new sliding glass doors, and actually that was a bar over there, if you can see on the north side, and we put a window there as well. We really wanted to enhance and give good views of the landscaping and the grounds, and give a focal point for the pool house.
Oh, that's great.
That we also put in so that you could see it from afar. So this became a really just light, fun room where I wanted to hear the fountain outside, see the kids swim, get a view of the pool house, and have it just be really light and bright and happy.
And airy. This is the type of room you want to just sit in and read a book, right? Like just relax, and it just you can't help but feel cheered when you walk in here.
There's the desk is an old pine desk it was my father's, and the couch was at my parents' house, and I got some fabulous off of Instagram, some fabulous vintage fabric, and I'm like, this is green and pink. This room is it screams green and pink. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and that's what we've done. And Shelley had the great idea. She's like the Tory Burch lettuce plates we put on the wall just to give the wall something but really make it subtle.
Those are my dinner plates, as my cameraman knows very well.
They're on the wall.
A lot of meals on those plates.
But lots of fun stuff in here from John Roselli. Shelley and I picked out these fabulous green chairs at Scout Design and used Ian Menken fabric. They're just fun. I wanted to use local vendors and designers in the house and make sure that Shelley knew who they were and was able to use them. So this is a fun room with, you can see the fountain out there. It's just a fun room to hang out in, and I work in here and take a lot of naps in here.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
So on to the living room. Shelley will tell you this. I mean, Shelley, you remember the curtains in this room. When I
fabulous.
These curtains were in here, and I told the realtor, who was actually the son-in-law of the family that sold the home, I was like, these drapes are just phenomenal. They were at the Stoneleigh Hotel, which is a great hotel here in Dallas. And the previous owners, I think, had owned the hotel at one point in time.
Wow.
And it's this phenomenal just brocade tapestry. And I said, they belong. I'm like, I have to have this with the house. And we really decorated the room around these curtains, which were just so fabulous.
Picked up on the color in here and the beautiful chairs. Wow.
And Shelley, this is mostly your room, but before Shelley talks about it, those two paintings were also from the previous family, and that's where they hung in the house for, I think, 30 or 40 years.
Wow.
So that's sort of their rightful space in the home. Yeah.
Oh, that gives it such a history. Shelley, what kind of was your thought process with this room?
Well, those drapery treatments are fabulous, and Courtney, of course, said, kind of gave the history, and they're this beautiful crewel work. You can't see it very well on the camera, but they're lovely. There's a lot of depth to them, and then again, I love cocoa brown, and I love mixed with raspberry and pink, so it was kind of an easy room for me to kind of go with. And Courtney had this beautiful sofa that was already kind of in this gorgeous brown velvet. So it was just kind of an easy starting point. So,
yeah. And the couch I got from Trading Treasures, actually, Shelley, in Lake Forest, Illinois.
I love it.
So,
we go full circle.
We go full circle. I got something in Lake Forest and brought it down. The table, Shelley, Shelley had said, let's get a local painter, Barry Martin, who's phenomenal here in Dallas, painted the table. It's a tortoise shell. It just
stunning.
It's perfect for the scale of the room. The browns are fabulous and rich, and it's just been great.
It's really beautiful. I just love a large coffee table because I feel like you can just display so many different things on there.
And your Gracie panel above the sofa is lovely, Courtney.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you can't go wrong with Gracie.
Shelley, do you remember the day I flew up to New York for a day? You were there, and we got like 3 rooms done in 3 hours. We were at the D&D building, and we were working with efficiency and got this fabulous panel that really complemented the drapery. And I love it.
It's beautiful. All right, let's go and maybe get one more pan of that room because it's just so pretty.
So let's go upstairs.
Yeah, let's go upstairs. Now, tell me more about when was this house built?
Yeah, the house was built in 1934. George Marble, who had worked with Charles Dilbeck, who was a famous architect here in Dallas. So you'll see a lot of there's a cathedral windows, stained glass, their original stairs, original ironwork.
It's original, wow.
It's all original, and wanted to keep it original because I thought it works. I had some prints that I've reused, repurposed. And then it's actually like this house, it seems very big from the outside, but when you walk into the upstairs hallway, there really isn't even room to put a dresser or table here. So I knew that in order to create like efficient space, you would just have to do Gracie panels.
Right.
And they work every time, framed them out, and this is what we had. And Shelley, we picked these out, but you can see it's sort of the same sort of tones that we have throughout the house that Shelley just did such a phenomenal job with.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Gracie panels. Right.
Ever. They work. And then this is the guest room.
All right.
And Shelley did a phenomenal job. I really wanted it to feel like English country, really comfortable. There's a great arched window with a balcony through there where you see the ghost desk. And Shelley picked out the Ian Menken check, which is just phenomenal. And it's just so cozy in here. That's a chair with the bows that I had in my room growing up from childhood.
Oh, that's so special.
The drapes were actually, the previous owner had them, and I took these and just had a seamstress remake them into a more modern, contemporary, sort of scalloped edge balance.
Look at the balance. So these were the original drapes.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that to me, you're again preserving the integrity of the home, and just look at the sweet fixture too.
Yeah, that's
I
sweet.
love that.
Courtney, you had that. That was there originally. It was so fun because I stayed in that room when I was first there.
Oh.
when it didn't look as pretty and cute. But Shelley, these walls are what the Schumacher
Mark Sykes stripe. Yep.
They're fabulous, and it just the pattern on pattern makes it really cozy.
Well, and the stripe, it makes it fresh, right? Like against the floral print. But this is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
So,
Shelley, take it over from here.
Yeah, go ahead, Shelley.
Well, this is a very lucky teenager who is the loveliest girl, so she deserves it. But this is a sweet. How old is Victoria? 16, 17?
She's sweet 16 now.
Okay, so this is a dream room for a 16-year-old. But I said to Courtney, let's go crazy. This was on our New York trip. Let's go crazy and use the same fabric kind of throughout and use all this blue and white. And then Courtney really executed. Courtney really went to town on the bed and just made it beautiful. Again, it's gorgeous, Courtney. I love it.
This fabric is stunning.
That was Schumacher.
Okay.
So even the iCat, that's the Mark Sykes line.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all Schumacher, and then the Portal linens on the bed, just beautiful, and Serena Lily nightstands, and it's just it's really fresh and lovely. And again, I think it's nice because it's timeless, and it won't look. It looks great for a 16-year-old, but you'd love it when you're 30, and it's a room that she'll have forever.
Oh, it doesn't date. Well, why would it come in here? This is the original dressing room, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
so this was the original master at one point in time.
Okay.
This bathroom was. And so we converted it and annexed it to Victoria's room, and we kept this fabulous sort of Hollywood mirror.
Imagine being 16 and doing makeup with your friends in front of this mirror.
She enjoys putting makeup on. I don't know. So this is where she homeschools. This is where she does her makeup and is on her computer quite a bit. And we kept all of the original closets, the hardware here, and just renovated her bathroom. And as Shelley said, and Shelley was a genius with this, she's like, let's keep it flowing and keep the continuity.
Right.
So it really feels like one space.
We also used jute carpet on all the bedrooms floors, and I love it because it gives it again a kind of casual look with kind of the more formality of kind of the fabric on the walls, and it just keeps it a little fresh and young.
Yeah.
It looks great.
So I think I'm moving in here when Victoria goes to college in a year and a half. It's cozy.
I think I would move in here right now.
Yeah.
That's what your dog needs.
And even like this little nook here, this was a closet, and so we had a tufted bench made because it was all this fabulous fabric, and wanted to do some fun art up there at Rome, the Trevi Fountain, and just make it young and fresh, and take what was a closet and she didn't need the space, and let's make it cozy and cute.
Could be a little tufted arm hole there. Oh, I can't handle it. Now this is your younger daughter's room.
Yes. Yeah, this is the younger one.
So we're going to do a quick pan.
Of here. This is Shelley. This is another. When we were in New York, we picked this one out. We were at Benison, and it's fabric on the wall, so it's padded and feels really sort of cozy. Ian Menken is the inset with the pink and white stripe. We've got fabulous Samuel and Son trim on the bed. I wanted it to feel really old world, which is what this house is.
Right,
this house really is like that. So
and it's so pretty. Now, do you ever have to worry about sticky fingers on the walls?
I think they've been worn. I've worn them now. Like, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch. In here, where you're entering now, I actually annexed one of the bedrooms and said, let's make it part of the master suite. So we moved some doors, some walls, some bathrooms, and I was inspired. I travel quite a bit for work overseas, and there's a hotel I stay at in Paris that I love, and I wish I haven't been able to go there in a long time, but I'm able to now enjoy it here. But this is where I copied the closets there. Yeah, we have a fabulous cabinet maker here in Dallas who's done all of our work, who put the mirrors in and created it to look really bright and airy. And just be really pretty. And as Shelley said, she loves the chocolate brown. You're going to notice that really used throughout the house. And the Pierre fry on the bed. But we wanted to make this room really flow in with the master bedroom.
Well, just the colors, the use of colors. I mean, a lot of them are so Shelley to me. The browns and the pinks and the blue and the greens. I mean, just really, your signature stamp is on here for sure.
So this is the master, which was actually a playroom in the 1920s, or sorry, 30s when it was built. Shelley, I mean, this was a tough room to do. Shelley, I don't know about you, but I had a really tough time with this room. But Shelley, of course, pulled it off with this traditional Pierre Fry fabric. Again, Ian Menken stripes, putting lots of fabulous trim on all of this gorgeous, the chairs that she picked out, and a very sort of fresh, young rug to really tie it in. The light fixture, I think, is a really fun, unique thing.
It's a focal point.
It is a focal point. What's amazing, Shelley, we were back and forth forever to get one of that scale. You can really feel it can look like it's like a Las Vegas hotel. The Lucky Peacock, who's on Instagram, she's fabulous, was posted and said, somebody needs to come get this light fixture at the Genesis resale shop that benefits the Genesis Women's Shelter here in Dallas, and that was $90. Needless to say, Shelley, do you remember this? My husband was like, I'll go help pick it up for $90. I'll be there immediately.
He was thrilled.
Again, I love how you use the Tory Burch plates against the wall there. I mean, just so that's something that people at home can emulate, and it's just really wonderful. And the Pierre Fray fabric is just beyond. And we'll do her bathroom is. I would want to get ready in this bathroom every day. So we'll put a pan in here.
Again, all the Shelley said let's do it white, but all of these built-ins were here. So again, we kept as much as we could from the original home because it was all so great. But this was really 2 bathrooms with a closet right here that we mowed down and made one. My husband reluctantly went with this white, the pinkish Schumacher that you see on the wall. It's a Mary McDonald. But there isn't that much pink in here. It's mostly white.
It's a really neutral pink. I'm sure people at home can tell. It's not. I don't think this will, take the masculinity away from it.
No, it doesn't feel too girly in here. But there's just a lot of white in here. And Shelley, said go with the deep Porto linens and and that's what we've been doing.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. There's still so much to see. So let's keep going. And I know eventually we'll let Shelley go because she's enjoying a nice family time in Naples, so we don't want to take up too much of her time. But Shelley, I'd love to hear any more thoughts on the house and, just the design in general.
It was really an honor to work with Courtney and this beautiful family. First of all, Courtney has great style and taste, and I knew her mother, like she said, and so there's just a lot of history for the 2 of us. So it was a really special project, and I feel like her mom's there with all of us right now, and it makes me feel it's really special. But again, thank you. Courtney was amazing. She executes everything beautifully, and just the house is such a home now, and it's really fun to see it. So it's been so special. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you.
I really am honored to be a part of it.
Oh, Shelley,
I love you guys.
It's amazing. Thanks. We're going to keep going. And we'll just thank Shelley so much for tuning in. That was so sweet. And here.
This is where we hang. This is where we live and watch TV, and where we hang out. We didn't do a lot to this room, actually.
Okay.
We painted the walls, got some carpet from Stark, and kept actually the original Delft tile.
This is an original tile of the house. Could you imagine? I just saw a designer, I can't remember who it was, and they were putting all this Delft tile in, and I'm sure it cost a fortune.
Yeah.
And here we have it.
It was ready-made. Yeah.
And these fireplace screens are so popular, just having them in clear glass.
I wanted to modernize the room a little bit because it was heavy. It was red, so I'm like, let's lighten it up. Let's make it bright and cheery in a place where people can watch TV.
Yeah. Little light fixture, and I love how you did one large shade here. I mean, that just really looks really great.
That was a sliding glass door. So we used landscape architect Brian Swallen, who's here in Dallas, and we boxwooded this whole house essentially. And he matched, actually, if you look at the brick that's here at the fireplace and the brick that was in the master bedroom now, it's a Chicago style brick that he ended up putting all over the house, so the driveway and whatnot. So really matching the elements outside with the elements inside and preserving what we could.
Oh, it's such a beautiful room. All right, there's still so much to see. Okay, tell me about these tortoise walls. I mean, this is just kind of soul-sucking. I love it.
Pretty dark back here, so I said I'm going to embrace the darkness, and this is a Schumacher tortoise shell that is just fun, and it's fun to put things against it, and it went with the brown theme, and I said, let's keep going.
And this is so sweet. Look at this little
pattern. This is all Shelley, so this is Pierre Fry fabric, and we did like a striped venison on the ceiling.
Look at that ceiling.
And a Colleen Rider lamp, and just wanted it, it's a small little space, wanted it to be fun and happy.
Fun and happy. We're all about fun and happy.
Yeah.
We're going to do a quick, look at the kitchen, and then we're going to go to my favorite room, other favorite room in the house. There's too many to have favorites, but yeah, let's go in here. And I love, again, so many people would have knocked this down and tried to make it all one room, and you didn't do that.
No, it's not a big scale kitchen. We wanted to keep the kitchen to scale with the rest of the house. It's a house with many rooms. There isn't any big master room, and I think during COVID that may have saved us all, that we were able to separate. So we've done 3 houses. Our 3rd house we've renovated in Dallas, specifically in Highland Park. And again, I wanted to keep it really simple, really fresh. The table is influenced by Shelley, with the Italian dolphins. The treats that Shelley sent, thank you.
Thank you,
Bird Bakery. We're going to eat those.
Treats. I want to show you guys.
We love Bird Bakery in Dallas.
Great. Bird Bakery's great. Elizabeth Chambers, shout out to her for starting that.
And just simple, very simple, white, nothing crazy in here. It's where we prepare our food. The laundry room, this used to be really sort of where they had help, and they lived here, and there was a refrigerator here and a TV, and I said, let's just make it what it is, which is the laundry room and passage through. So some quadrille fabric on the walls. I love this one. It's very classic, and wanted to keep the window treatment similar to what was done in the family room.
And I love how you did this mirror here with the antique mirror and the bamboo.
Trying to get some light, and then another Gracie just for fun, a pop of color there.
You gotta have some fun. You gotta have Gracie for fun, right? So,
go ahead.
Well, okay, imagine coming home in your garage and walking through this every day. You're about to see the most spectacular flare I've ever seen ever.
This is a selling point for the house because it's such an unusual space. And in Highland Park, you don't get a lot of land. You don't get a lot of space. So the previous owner was a phenomenal green thumb. I'm not. So we put cement on the floors, and it was full of plants in here. This was a greenhouse that we enclosed.
Look at this. Y'all look at this.
In this space.
Imagine things pots in there, and this is your space.
So the fabric, again, Shelley picked out the venison. I have a ton. I mean, I just have a boatload of blue and white china. It's sort of ridiculous. And put it here. I'm not much of a green thumb, but if I do plant like the paper whites, I got on sale because they're still around for after Christmas. I'm gonna grow them. We have a sink for planting too.
This is spectacular and unique, and I haven't seen anything quite like this. And that's that picture I took the other day. I love how you kind of clustered all of the blue and white pots together. So many people have questions about your pots. You just
I have my mom has some, and actually the Enchanting home has phenomenal blue and white at really great prices.
I think she has a sale on today right now. Shout out to Tina. Go to the Enchanting home.
And we'll eat here. We'll actually come out and eat here. This is where homeschooling was for 6
tablecloth of hers. Really beautiful.
Yeah. So this is just a fun room. It's literally a passage through from the garage to the main house, but it's just an eating space, a fun space, and we've gotten a lot of usage out of it. When we were renovating, we essentially lived in here. It was our kitchen, our laundry room, and everything.
And now we're gonna go outside. So I'm excited. Just take one last look back there. Look how pretty that is. Don't y'all just want to go pot some things? Not like, you know what I mean, pot things. Okay. And then now we're gonna go up here. It's kind of a chilly day, which is why I look like this. But I mean, the Sue Starcher dress that Courtney has on, we love Sue. She's the best, and she makes some of the most beautiful dresses.
She does. So back here, this is where Brian did his work, but we scraped this entire backyard. There was a pool, there was a stream here, there was a ton of space, but not functional space. So what we did is we put in this pool house that you can see. We put in this eating area and actually put this pool in as well. So we took the pool out, we put one in, hired landscape architect Brian Swallen to come and design the whole thing, which she did. He's here in Dallas and fabulous. We had some custom window treatments made. I wanted the pool house to be a place that was really functional, where you could eat and hang out and watch the kids, but not closed in.
Now, I'm just asking a functional question. Do these get super dirty? Do you have to clean them often? Like, how does that work?
Well, I'll know at the end of the season. Okay. It's been about a year.
Okay.
But they are indoor-outdoor. They're private. Windows by Design here in Dallas helped with that, with the installation. But we'll see. So the chairs are fun. Those are my mom's, and I actually had them in my living room in the other house. And I was like, it's sort of white out here.
Yeah.
Pop a pig.
Pop a pig. And there's so many, and those are all the beautiful plantings. Yeah. It's all everywhere. There's just something for your eyes to really feast on. Could you imagine being quarantined here? If we go into lockdown again, I'm coming over.
Yeah. The furniture, I mean, you've got like a mix of Serena and Lily. The rest of it is Fix and Read from Palm Beach Regency. I wanted to make sure that I had old things, something new, and then my mom in here as well with these plants. And with the bathroom, again, you can see, that was my one tall space where I could have a really big racing. I'm like, that's where it's going to be.
Mine as well. And then there's a TV behind there too, right?
There is, but I didn't want to see it, so it gets hidden.
Well, that's the way to do it. TVs are
and then the bar area right there, and it's just become really a fun oasis for us to hang out in and be happy. And really an extension of the house and our living spaces in Dallas. We can be outside for 9 months out of the year or even longer.
We don't have to
close our pools.
You don't have to close your pool. You can heat the pool maybe on a day like today. But Courtney, thank you so much. And to Shelley for joining in.
Thank you, Shelley.
There's so many great things. So if you follow Courtney, I'll have her handle up on there. And obviously Shelley is so talented too. But what a beautiful home. And it just goes to show you can restore something and bring it to life in a way that keeps with its style and also is fresh for your family. Yeah. So, y'all, thanks so much. And
thanks, Christine. That was so much fun.
We're going to go have a little cocktail now. So
yeah.
we'll see y'all later.
All right, bye-bye.